Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Samantha of Senses of the Soul, and this is my weekly Ascension update for August 5th to 11th, 2024. And today, as I film this, it's Sunday, August 4th, and it's the new moon in Leo. Also, Mercury's in retrograde, and we go into that for 3 weeks. And depending on where you are, it's August 4th or 5th. And not to mention, we're also still in Chiron retrograde until December 29th. So deep healing is occurring. I'm sure you're feeling it. Therefore, the energies will still continue to heighten and magnify as we come closer to, yes, this week is the August 8th, the 888 gateway, and the DNA 11 and 12 upgrade that I've been talking about. So we are moving into it, and it's important to just flow with it and embrace the energies as we're going to go into more deep subconscious healing. The sun is very active. We now have another strong geomagnetic storm in progress. And the monthly sunspot number hit a 23-year high on August 2nd. So again, we had this last week numerous and constant M-class solar flares. Some also almost reached the X-class level. So again, a lot of intense energy and coding coming down into our body and our vibrational field. And we have to process this at a very intense rate, and it's just ramping up more and more and more before we go through the 888. And so, with intense solar activity, including this geomagnetic storm, we will continue to vigorously clear our vibrational field, our psyche, and the body of karmic residue. So, yes, there's a lot going on right now. And you may still find you're fatigued and dreaming wildly, which will continue this week, or having interrupted sleep. I know when we get these really big downloads, I don't sleep well and my body feels like I have a lot of energy going through it. I don't know about you. Let me know. You may be grieving or still reviewing the past, but at the same time, pondering or taking intuitive steps to bring in new beginnings. So, again, as I said, lots of deep healing as we continue to clear and release from our lower chakras and level up to a higher vibrational reality. So, our divine blueprint just continues to unfold, okay, as we let go of that karmic patterning and leave our past completely behind. And I mean completely behind on all levels, including past lives. So, the August 4th new moon in Leo will also give us this energetic nudge today. And as I said in one of my posts, really give us kind of a kick in the pants to move forward despite still being weighed down by the density of our past. Okay. And you may be mulling that over or even procrastinating, not wanting to move ahead, wondering what the point is, not being sure of your direction, or just feeling lethargic and unable to do that. And really maybe seesawing inside yourself mentally and emotionally if you relapse into old patterns and want to really control and stay in that place instead of surrendering to new beginnings. So great faith is needed from here on in. And I wrote more about that in my monthly updates. So take a look at that if need be. You will see increased emotional purging and healing that we will continue to process this week. And so perhaps make time to do that so you don't become too triggered or reactionary or go into overwhelm, or shut down, depending on how you process, procrastinate, as I said, despair, or even give up. There are new beginnings and more abundance around the corner. So, pain is not ours to hold, and that's what we're learning, nor is judgment. And peace and harmony is what we innately know. So, our part in this great shift in energies and ascension process is to choose to let go and surrender, especially as we move through and into the 888. This is a huge shift for us as we level up. And what we really need to do as we move out of the victim paradigm is just take the responsibility to let go and move on. So let's take a look at this week's readings and see what plant and archetypes are going to be supporting us. Okay, So we've got two archetypes this week that are both the fifth chakra, which I thought was really appropriate as as I did the card pull and as we move into this week. And we've got the prophet and we have the muse, which is upside down. And both of these really impact the fifth chakra, so that throat chakra area. And as we move through Mercury retrograde and into the first part of Mercury retrograde, the first week, and the 888 gateway, okay, we really need to be brave and courageously pursue our dreams and our talents. So, any talents you have, that falls into that fifth chakra where we bring our creative process into the world and our truth. And as I said, dive into this creative process. So, this is really a week if you've been hesitating or procrastinating, overthinking, not feeling that you're good enough. And this is about moving more into your empowerment and stepping into a call to action. So that prophet, as you see here, speaking your truth, okay, and through that throat chakra. And the muse is upside down, so we'll be struggling a bit with that inspired action that we need to take. So just be mindful of that and don't second guess yourself. Okay. And so plant allies that we have, we've got plantain, which is the root chakra here on the right-hand side, and it's part of the shaman archetype. We're going to, of course, be processing more shadow as we move into Mercury retrograde. And the affirmation for plantain is, I have the resilience I need to overcome challenges. Okay, so this is about digging into your courage, your sturdiness, but also your flexibility, right? Shape shifting, as I say, this year we have to keep shape shifting and listening. And this is all about releasing mental blocks this week related to that root chakra. Okay, that includes fear and victim mentality that really prevents us from moving into this next stage of our soul's purpose and unlocking our divine blueprint and our talents. So you may feel shifts in your root chakra this week, whether it's in the feet, legs, knees, okay, that lower area. I feel today on this new moon, my legs feel a little jello-y and woozy. I feel a little woozy, and I can feel that my root chakra is shifting. So you may feel more shifting in your root chakra this week. And this is about taking that courage and really finding that courage no matter what, and take inspired action and move forward as you need to, step by step, right? Step by step as you go along. And then the next plant ally we have is honeysuckle, which is a beautiful vine plant. And it's part of the magical child. Now it's upside down. So this means, again, we're really going to be in this and struggling with it a bit and need to be mindful. It's about embracing change, right? And releasing apprehension about the future and resisting ruminating about our past. So if you're still ruminating, work to stay present and release any of that regret and anxiety that you may have. Okay. As I said, it's not yours to hold. That pain is no longer ours to hold, never was. When you process it, you're done. It's time to move on. Because if you don't, then you're resisting change. You're staying in the old instead of coming into the new, into your life. So keep flowing and, make that conscious effort to move on. And the affirmation for honeysuckle is, I release fear so that I can experience the sweetness in life. Okay, that's the heart chakra, that honeysuckle affecting our heart chakra this week. So you may feel that in there. And then we have lavender. Lavender, seventh chakra plant ally, at that top with the pineal where we connect to spirit. And lavender really aligns us with universal consciousness. Okay, it calms the nervous system. And as it does that, we can receive higher guidance and intuition. So take time for stillness this week. Lots of deep breaths. If you feel emotionally overwhelmed or have a lot going on in your head, keep breathing and just focus on connecting with the creator, with spirit, and releasing any agenda you have. So, if you've been ruminating about how you think your life should have shown up by now, or what it should have been, or how it should have turned out, it's time to surrender. This is the week to do that, especially as we go through the 888 gateway on August 8th, which is taking us into a new stage into abundance, into prosperity, on whatever level you need. So listen and really surrender this week and trust, trust, trust. Okay. Stay in that place within you, um, as all is unfolding in divine time and divine order. Okay. So that's lavender. Lavender is about aligning with earthly truth. So I align with earthly truth and cosmic will. So that's a beautiful affirmation to have this week for you. And finally, we have Sweet Gale. Sweet Gale is an eighth chakra plant ally, and it's the eighth chakra is where we bridge. So it's here we bridge to higher consciousness from the subconscious here in the thymus, which is a minor eighth chakra. So this is where we have that here. Okay. And that affects our immune system. So if you're feeling tired, you're probably getting hit hard here in your immune system. So we're going to be doing this week a lot of subconscious clearing still, even more. I feel it's going to be amplified just looking at this reading. And this plant and bush, the sweet gale, it is a plant that really supports detoxification of the digestive system and therefore the uptake of nutrients as well, in terms of what it does. So just like your digestion, which may be undergoing that, and that's what we're going to be undergoing as well as a whole. So taking only in that which nourishes you and allows you to feast on joy and love and peace. And then releasing the rest. That's what you can focus on this week and know is coming in for you. And also be prepared on the same level emotionally, as I said, because this plant, when it shows up in a reading and in us, what I see with the energies coming through, we have to level up very quickly for the 888 and to meet the spiritual higher self of ourselves as we move to this next phase of our lives and our soul's purpose. So this is going to be a week for drawing out any emotional pain and blockages from those lower chakras, right? And as I talked about with plantain earlier, and this really will then help you to be heartfully present, okay? And bring this conscious awareness to your healing and empowerment this week. So really work with that. All right. So that is the reading for this week. This reading builds on my monthly update, so take a look at my August 2024 update and see that video for more of an in-depth overview of this month and what you'll be experiencing and need to be mindful of. And the link is below in the video description, along with some other links there, like my monthly specials. There's a free DNA upgrade event recording and my written Ascension update for this month. Have a beautiful week as you go through the 888 gateway. This is historic as we move into a greater sense of empowerment for ourselves. I thank you for watching, commenting, and journeying with me. Sending you a galaxy of love, and I will see you next week.